Alright guys, so we're going to do a full card prediction for every single fight on the main card for LFA 108, Fremd versus Rodrigues. Should be a really good main event. Josh Fremd and Gregory Rodrigues for the vacant middleweight belt. We got Ronnie Kilohi and Mark Lomacko in the co-main event. Clayton Carpenter and Nick Clem in this fight right here in the flyweight division. Tiani Vale and Catherine Papriki in a women's strawweight bout. Thomas Peterson and Richard Foster in a heavyweight bout. And then Tyler Ray and Ernesto Ancona in the welterweight fight right there. A lot of really good fights. We're not going to do this prediction right here in the bantamweight division. Bryce Meredith and Steven Morrell. This man literally has zero professional or amateur fights, so what am I going to do? I have nothing to really base it off other than he actually wrestled inside of NCAA. That's all I really have to go off of. I have no idea what his striking is like, what his kickboxing, what his grappling is like, anything like that. So I'm not going to do that prediction, only this prediction right here, and then all the other predictions on the main card right there. But overall, it should be a really good fight card. And we got a welterweight fight right here. This one is going to be a really good fight. Tyler Ray and Ernesto Ancona. I'll come out and say it right now. This is a replacement fighter in Ernesto Ancona. Tyler Ray was supposed to fight Renato Valente. Personally, I did have Tyler Ray winning that fight by unanimous decision. Now he's fighting Ernesto Ancona. I'll say it right now. I could find zero film on this guy. You see this right here. 2014, 2011, and 2010. Zero film on this guy. I mean, the last time this guy fought was 7 years ago, and I went on YouTube, I went on MMA Core, found zero film on this guy. So I'm gonna say it right now. I'm gonna go Tyler Ray to win the fight, probably by TKO or a dominant decision win. But again, don't really trust me because I had no film to go off of from Ernesto Ancona right here. But Tyler Ray, a grappler and wrestler, probably is gonna take the fight down and grapple and grind on him for three straight rounds. But again, I have no film on Ernesto Ancona, so might not want to trust me, whatever the case may be. But Tyler Ray, I had him beating Renato Valente, and I already know Ernesto Ancona is going to be a way big step down in competition. So, yeah, I'm going Tyler Ray to win the fight by TKO in the second round. The betting odds for the fight, really surprised they're this close at -400 and then plus 310. I don't really know. It's up to you guys because you don't know anything about this Ernesto Ancona other than this picture right here. So if you want to bet on the fight, you can, but I don't know, man. It's a tough one right there because we have zero film on Ernesto. But personally, I'm gonna go Tyler Ray to win the fight. My TKO in the second round right there. Should be a really good welterweight fight. After that welterweight fight, we go into the heavyweight division right here. Thomas Peterson and Richard Foster in the heavyweight division. Thomas Peterson, absolute beast. 4 wins and 0 losses. Very not too long and not too tall as well. Only 6 foot 1 inches tall and the 72-inch reach. I mean, his reach isn't really too big, but it doesn't really matter. The man's got power, and the man has ground and pound as well. 4 wins and 0 losses as a pro. As an amateur, went 5 wins and 0 losses. Americana submission, first knockout win, third round TKO, first knockout win, 1 decision win. That's the only fight his fight have gone all the way. Absolutely insane. And just from 2019 to 2021, at the end of 2019, he's gotten 4-0 inside of the LFA and Mecca 16 right here. With 4 first-round knockout wins. I don't know, man. The man just loves to finish the fights. 4 first-round knockout wins, 1 being in 19 seconds in the very first round. Absolutely insane. Of course, Thomas Peterson is going to go out there and try to get the knockout in the first or second round. Richard Foster with 5 wins and 4 losses right here. Decision one right there. Second round, a head kick KO knockout win right there. Has not fought in quite a while. His last fight back in 2018, lost the fight by second round knockout. Has 2 submission wins, 2 decision wins, and 1 knockout win. He hasn't fought in a while. We have no idea what he's been doing in the last 3 or 4 years. All I know, Thomas Peterson has a lot of power, and Richard Foster doesn't really have the best power, mainly relying on the submission and grappling game. Again, we don't know what's been happening in the last 3 years, but from what I've seen from Thomas Peterson, I know the man has power. I know the man has wrestling, and I know the man has ground and pound as well. And the betting is right here, -500. I don't care. I'm taking that. Again, it is the heavyweight division. Anything that happened, I mean, Richard Foster can go out there, land a big right hand, get the knockout, whatever the case may be. But I think it's going to be a dominant win. I think it's going to be another knockout win in the first or second round right here. Again, you can bet on the fight if you want. It is in the heavyweight division. Only one punch needs to land from Richard Foster for this fight to be absolutely over. But I think Thomas Peterson is going to go out there and dominate this fight on the feet. If you want a little bit more research right here, you can pause the video by Thomas Peterson, wrestling and power. That's what he does. It knocks you out on the feet or takes you down and ground and pounds you forever and just gets a TKO win. That's exactly what I think is going to happen. I think Thomas Peterson will win the fight by knockout in the first or second round. And personally, I'd probably take the odds at minus 500 right there. But again, it's in the heavyweight division. Anything can happen. So bet on this fight at your own risk. But I will be going with Thomas Peterson to win the fight by knockout in the very first round right there. Tiani Vale and Catherine Paprocki. Catherine Paprocki, 2 wins and 1 loss. 28 years old, 5'3" inches tall, and a 65-inch reach. 50-50 is all I really have to say right here. The betting odds for the fight, minus 120 for Catherine Paprocki, and then minus 110 for Tiani Vale. 50-50. It's a really close fight. Personally, I think at range, Catherine Paprocki will have the advantage. And in terms of power, Tiani Valley will 100% have the advantage with 3 wins and 2 losses right there. First knockout win, first round knockout win, and then a second round knockout win. She's got some really good power, even as an amateur right there. She got 3 knockout wins, 1 submission win, and 4 decision wins. Personally, I think Tiani Valley needs to get that knockout in the first or second round, and she needs to get it early. I mean, Catherine Paprocki at range has really good 1-2s. Outside leg kicks, body kicks as well. A pretty decent right hook as well. Not really as powerful as Tiani Valley, but still at range probably will have the advantage over Tiani Valley in the fight. Decision win, decision win, decision win, decision win, decision. I mean, most likely if Catherine Paprocki will win the fight, it will be by decision, and if Tiani Valley will win the fight, most likely it's going to be a knockout win right there. I mean, there's definitely a possibility Tiani Valley gets a knockout right here, but my prediction for this women's strawweight fight is very slightly leaning towards Catherine Paprocki at range with a little bit of a reach advantage. She probably will just jab it up 1-2 leg kicks over and over again. And personally, I think she will have the advantage at range. And overall, I'm going Catherine Paprocki to win the fight, probably by 29-28 unanimous decision in a really close fight. But she also has really good pressure and could implement a wrestling game here. She doesn't really have the best wrestling or grappling. Neither fighter really has the best wrestling or grappling, but maybe she ends the round with a takedown to help on the judges' scorecards. But if you want to pause the video, you can look at this right here. This is all the research I did on Tiani Valley and Catherine Paprocki right there. But my overall prediction will be Catherine Paprocki to win the fight by 29-28 unanimous decision right there. Clayton Carpenter and Nick Clem. I'm going to say right now, I got Clayton Carpenter winning the fight 100%. 24 and almost 25 years old right there. 3 wins and 0 losses. Third round submission win. First round head kick knockout win. Decision win. And as an amateur, a lot of finishes right there in the first and second round. Clayton Carpenter, really good kickboxing skills and some pretty good grappling as well. Vicious leg kicks and really good body kicks. And honestly, some pretty good high kicks as well. Getting a head kick KO win in the first or second round. And honestly, has some pretty good liver kicks as well. Overhand right hands are also very good. Once he gets you hurt with a kick, with a body kick, with a overhand right hand, whatever the case may be, he's got devastating ground and pound as well, and most likely will get that finish. Nick Clem, I couldn't really find the most film on this guy. He has 3 wins and 1 loss. His last fight was back in 2018 against Nick Burgos. I saw the fight with Nick Burgos. Wasn't really too impressed. I literally could not find any film on these 3 wins right there. But from the film I saw from the Nick Burgos fight, he didn't really show the best wrestling. Didn't show the best grappling. In the striking event is at 100% going Clayton Carpenter. So in the fight will stay on the feet. Clayton Carpenter will pick him apart at range with body kicks, with leg kicks, with head kicks, with 1-2s, overhand rights, whatever the case may be. Overall, his striking is much better, and I haven't really seen much of the wrestling and grappling from Nick Clem so far in his career. So my prediction will be Clayton Carpenter, maybe by knockout. Some people are saying knockout. Some people got submission, but I think the fight will go all the way, and Clayton Carpenter will win the fight by 30-27 unanimous decision right there. Honestly, I like these odds. A minus 325. Honestly, not too bad. So I probably hop on that. Maybe you do a little parlay on the entire LFA fight card right there. Add Clayton Carpenter, add Thomas Peterson, and then maybe you want a little bit more value. Go way up here, and then you got Cristiano Justino minus 1,000. Make the odds minus 138 right there. But definitely going Clayton Carpenter to outstrike Nick Clem in the fight and win the fight by 30-27 unanimous decision. Rodney Kilohi and Mark Klamaco, both pretty much undefeated. Rodney not both undefeated, but this is going to be a really, really good flyweight fight. They are both pretty young in their careers right here. In the co-main event, in the flyweight division right here, it should be a really, really good fight. But Rodney Kilohi and Mark Klamaco in the co-main event right here. Rodney Kilohi has a lot of power in his hands. Pretty good reach right there of 68 inches and a 2-inch height advantage over Mark Klamaco in the fight. Lots and lots of power for Rodney Kilohi right here. 5 wins and 1 loss. First round knockout win, second round knockout win, first round knockout win, first round knockout win, and a first round knockout win with only 1 loss to Sean Yi in a fight he was absolutely dominating on the feet and just got caught with that guillotine choke submission from the bottom right there. But the man's got power. You already know he's going out there and he's trying to knock you out in the first or second round. Mark Klamaco, amazing kickboxing, really good at range, body kicks, leg kicks, straight right hands, overhands, right hooks, left hooks. Whatever you look at this man, he's just absolutely amazing. Could get knocked out right here. I mean, you never know with Rodney Kilohi, with the power that he brings to the table. But let's see what the betting odds are for the fight right here. So the betting odds, that's a little bit too much in my opinion. Minus 260 for Mark Klamaco, and then plus 200. Personally, I am going Mark Klamaco to win the fight. I'm a 30-27 unanimous decision, but I think that's a little bit too much. Minus 260 on a guy like Rodney Kilohi, who has so much power in his hands. That seems like a little bit too much. Maybe put a small underdog bet right there on Rodney Kilohi. Just straight up winning the fight at plus 200. I probably would stay away from betting on Mark Klamaco. Minus 260 is it's way too much. It's just way too much right there. But Mark Klamaco, 5 wins and 0 losses. Decision win, first round TKO, second round rear naked, first knockout win, and a decision win right there. As an amateur, also went undefeated, a first knockout win, a third round submission win, and 2 decision wins right there. But Rodney Kilohi, crazy power in his hands. Every single win coming by knockout in the first or second round. Likes to back you up to the cage and just go all out on his strikes. Trying to get the right body kick and then go for the straight left hand down the pipe and try to knock you out cold. Good knees in the body, knees to the body in the clinch. Good at landing some shots when exiting in the clinch. So if he pressures Mark Klamaco to the cage and then releases from the clinch, he can land a really good straight left hand as well. Haven't seen the best wrestling or grappling yet in his fights. We really don't know because he's getting those knockouts really fast right there. But he's gonna need to get the knockout in the first or second round. Just because I haven't seen the best grappling or wrestling, or really any grappling or wrestling from Rodney Kilohi, I'd probably give a slight advantage to Mark Klamaco, who has a couple of submission wins on his amateur and professional MMA career so far. Really good head movement, solid counter right hook as well. Good 1-2 as well. Good in the clinch, just like Rodney Kilohi. Really good knees to the body as well. Decent takedown, decent wrestling, decent grappling. I mean, any wrestling or grappling is probably going to be a little bit better than Rodney Kilohi. Maybe he lands a takedown or 2 in the fight. It's possible, but I think in this fight, if the striking is very even, Mark Klamaco needs to go down for a double A or a trip takedown and just kind of seal the round on the judges' scorecards. But that could be one weapon that could help him win the fight by decision right here. I think the first round will probably go Rodney Kilohi, but in the second and third round, after Rodney Kilohi goes balls blazing, going for that knockout, he's going to be really tired, and Mark Klamaco is going to land a lot of shots in the second and third round, and that's where I think he'll land a lot of damage. So I think after Rodney Kilohi goes all out on the finish in the very first round, Mark Klamaco will come back in the second and third round and ultimately win the second and third round, and ultimately win the fight by unanimous decision. Again, I don't like the odds. Minus 260 is way too much. Josh. Personally, I'd have Mark Lomachenko minus 190. I think this is way off right here, but maybe put a small underdog bet on Ronnie Kilohi right there. But overall, definitely going Mark Lomachenko to win the second and third round, to win this fight in the co-main event right here in the flyweight division by 29-28, unanimous decision. Should be a really good flyweight fight. Josh Fremd and Gregory Rodrigues in the main event for the vacant middleweight belt right here. Josh Fremd is an absolute beast. 7 wins and 1 loss. 27 years old, 6 foot 4 inches tall, and a 76.5-inch reach. So a very small reach advantage and a little bit of a height advantage right there. With 7 wins and 1 loss. Lots and lots of power right there. Second round knockout win. Second round rear naked. Second round rear naked. Decision win. And 3 first round knockout wins in a row inside of the LFA. Absolutely insane right there. As an amateur, also got a lot of submission wins and a lot of knockout wins as well in this fight. I believe he's going to want to get the fight on the feet. We know Gregory Rodrigues has some pretty good grappling, pretty good wrestling as well, so Josh Fremd needs this fight to stay on the feet, use that height, and use that reach to possibly get a knockout in the first or second round. This is a 5-round main event for the vacant middleweight belt. Gregory Rodrigues, you see the picture right here at the World IBJJF Jiu-Jitsu Championships. You know exactly where he wants his fight to go. He wants to get the takedown. He wants to get the takedown and get the submission in the first or second round right there. But also has some really good striking with 3 knockout wins, 1 decision win, and 4 submission wins on his record so far. Out of his losses, 2 knockout losses and 1 decision loss. So, in my opinion, either Gregory Rodrigues gets a takedown, gets a fight down on top, lands some ground and pound, and gets an armbar, gets a rear naked, whatever the case may be, or Josh Fremd defends the takedowns and gets a knockout in the first or second round. Either way, this is a 5-round main event, and it will 100% be a finish either by knockout for Josh Fremd or by submission for Gregory Obama. I forgot I put that. Gregory Obama Rodrigues. I mean, look at the man. Doesn't he look like Obama right there? That is definitely Barack Obama in the main event right there. But yeah, Gregory Obama Rodrigues is 100% winning this fight to go to the ground. 4 submission wins, 2 coming by armbar submission. Trying to get some ground and pound and trying to win the fight by submission. Has some pretty good striking as well, but I'd probably give the edge to Josh Fremd in the striking game. Very tall, very lengthy, a 2-inch height advantage, and a very small reach advantage in the fight as well. 3-0 inside of the LFA with every single win by first round knockout. Insane. I don't really know if he's going to implement a wrestling game plan here, but maybe he goes out there, gets on top of Rodrigues, and just goes for some ground and pound. I don't think he's going to be going for a submission on Gregory Rodrigues, because I don't think that would go well. He probably just tried to do like a Michael Chandler strategy, get on top and just ground and pound and ground and pound and ground and pound. But his wrestling and grappling isn't what he's known for, but he is also really good there as well. Really powerful left hooks as well, and a deadly straight right hand down the pipe. Good outside leg kicks and left leg body kicks as well. Trying to win the fight again by first or second round knockout. I'm trying to make it 4-0 inside of the LFA with all the knockouts coming in the very first round. Again, I think it's gonna end in the first or second round, either by submission from Gregory Rodrigues or by knockout from Josh Fremd right here. This fight's not going all the way. I mean, there's no way this fight's going all the way. But Josh Fremd, I think he will have that striking advantage with the height and with that reach. Has some really good wrestling and grappling. Again, not really what he's known for, but I think it will be enough to defend all the takedowns from Gregory Rodrigues right here. Keep the fight on the feet, use that height, and use that reach to win the fight by knockout in the first or second round. It should be a really good main event. The betting odds, -240 for Josh Fremd, and then plus 1,000. Oh my god. Plus 194 for Gregory Rodrigues right there. Personally, I think these are decent odds right there. I'm not sure. I think a perfect parlay for the LFA right here would probably be Thomas Peterson, Clayton Carpenter, and maybe add Josh Fremd as well right there to make plus 120 odds right there. That'd probably be the main parlay that I'd be looking for right here, because everyone else is kind of overvalued. Maybe put a straight bet on Catherine Barproki in a really 50-50 fight right there. But Thomas Peterson, Clayton Carpenter, then Josh Fremd in a 3-man parlay for plus 120 odds right there. And if you are able to, only if you're able to, go way up here and add Chris Cyborg, and boom, plus 142. Really good parlay right there, but overall should be a really good main event right there. I'm going Josh Fremd to win the fight. I might knock out in the first or second round. But yeah, my full card prediction: Josh Fremd winning his fight, Mark Kamaka winning his fight, Clayton Carpenter winning his fight, Catherine Proki barely winning her fight, Thomas Peterson winning his fight, and Tyler Ray winning his fight as well. Thank you guys for watching the video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, everything like that. We post videos almost every single day. So if you guys do not want to miss that, subscribe, like the video, and we'll see you in the next video. Let's go!